Good morning, everyone. This is PJ from Sutherland Research. Welcome to today's session. It's the 18th of April and it's Tuesday morning. It's the first trade day of the week. We've just had a nice long weekend. I trust you've enjoyed the Easter break and are now ready to get stuck into your trading. And so before we do precisely that, just a reminder that terms and conditions are off to the left here. You can read those at any point. Ensure you understand your responsibilities. And then also the daily battle plan that I trade, associated videos are for educational purposes only and should not be construed as investment advice. And so let's start with our analysis for the day. We're in a single position here, Kumba. It's a long trade. We've held that now for a couple of days. We were at one point down, I believe, around 1,300 Rand. And so we've climbed up nicely now to negative 276 Rand. And that initial loss that we've experienced now on pretty much all the trades we've completed to date is quite typical of mean reversion. Remember, we just don't know when a stock's going to revert, and often we're a little bit early. As a result, we tend to pick up relatively steep open trade drawdown before we start to see the recoveries that we expect. And so it's good to understand it. It helps one trade through those. So at this time, negative 276 Rand, quite likely if the stock rises today that we'll get out with a profit. So let's start by having a look at that trade. And I'll just go across to our open positions. And there's the trade, Kumba. We've been in it for 2 days now. We have a time stop of 5 days. So we're just sending off our profit stop today, 191.04. And I do that simply by clicking the deal ticket. There's the profit stop. I'll send that to the market, which I've already done. And so I've got capacity. We've got one trade here. I'm always looking to have around 3 trades in my portfolio. So I've got capacity for 2 additional orders for the day. So let's start with our analysis. As always, we begin with broad market health. What's happening in the world? We track 37 global exchanges. 94% of them on bull trends. 72% exhibit falling volatility. This combination really healthy. So at this time, right around the world, bull trends and low volatility, healthy environment. What about the short-term emotion? We slightly stretched to the upside, so there's been a rise in the short term. We have an average emotion barometer reading of 53. And so the opportunities for the most part, although they won't be significant, will lie on the short end of the spectrum. On the JSE, had a nice turnaround in trends here. We were majority bear trends the last time we looked at these readings. We've now got slight majority in bull trends, but still a good portion of the equities we track, 7 out of 10 in fact, exhibit rising volatility. And so that's just warning us that price is moving a lot more in the short term, and so it pays dividends then to be a little bit more cautious of our entries as well as our position size. Our average emotional barometer reading is 61. So like the global markets starting to look quite stretched to the upside, we're going to find that all our short, or rather all the activity is going to be for the most part on the short end of the market. And so in conclusion here, we've got a healthy global backdrop, but JSE has been struggling a bit, mostly because of the news. We've got some volatility in there, so we're going to look to control risk, and we're probably going to focus on the short side today. So let's have a look at our high probability list. Look at the long side, 0, no probability, no opportunities rather. If we look on long liquids, there are a couple, but certainly the short side is where all the opportunity lies. So that's expected with an average reading of 61. So I'm going to start with our top 40. We've got one in platinum. So let's go have a look at top 40 platinum stock. That's Remgro. Look at that reading 98. It's in a bear trend. All the things we like to see when we're going in and shorting the market. So I'm going to run for, or rather look for an opportunity in this stock, less than 5 days. I'm going to do a full rate greater than 5% ranked by smoothness. And I'm going to send an order on the top strategy, 535414. And so that's a single opportunity. Let's see if we can find one other. I'm going to go to the gold list. There were a bunch in the gold list. Remco, we've got now. First Rand also looking really good. Reading of 97. Big move on Thursday. Still in a bear trend. I like that. So I'm going to run with the same filters here on First Rand. Less than 5 days. And full rate greater than 5%. Ranked by smoothness. And so you can see time stops I'm being relatively strict because of the risk in the market at this time. I want to get out relatively quickly. Full rates I'm being quite conservative. When I'm aggressive, I'll go all the way out to 30%. if I believe, the market's not extremely volatile and we're in good conditions for a given strategy or opportunity, but at this time being really risk averse at 5%. And so the top strategy here, 552, 434, I'll send an order off on that. Nice high win rates, average hold, short average holds, exactly what I'm looking for. So 2 orders for the day, both on the short side, and the third to close out our existing position. If we move across to working orders, I did that earlier this morning, and you can see the 2 short orders there, and then the position to close Kumba. So that's my trading for the day. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll chat to you all tomorrow morning.